step forwards to my shadow. You are follow in my pattern.
Hello and welcome to the Ladies' Room. Today I have with me the most amazing crystal healer, Deborah Marshall, the Earth Goddess. How did you get the name Earth Goddess, Deborah?
Well, my sun sign and my rising sign are both Taurus. So Taurus
Earth
is a
signs,
earth sign. I also, the crystals that I work with come from the earth.
True.
And I believe all women are goddesses, you know.
All
and
right, I love that.
Yeah, I just wanted to embrace my inner goddess.
It's fun to even say the word goddess.
It
isn't
is. It is.
So how long have you been working with crystals?
I started consciously working with crystals in 2004.
Oh, a long time now, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
My sister Heidi says I started before that, like when I was a teenager, but I don't really remember.
And what made you think that this would be, how did you realize you had healing powers, and how did you connect that with crystals?
Well, it took me a really long time to
Develop the
confidence and to believe in my healing abilities.
Mhm.
I started just by healing myself. Had a lot of trauma, and had come to an impasse and met somebody who introduced me to crystals. And so that's how I started, just by healing myself.
Huh. So what are these crystals, and
Oh.
how do you use them do you place them on a person's body when they come to you for healing?
I do. I might also place them around them.
Uh-huh.
I also do something called a crystal bath ritual. So
Crystal bath?
Ritual.
But they don't get
A crystal bath.
They don't get in a
They
bath.
go into the bath.
They do?
They do.
So you do that at their home, or do they? You
Yes,
have a place?
I used to have an outdoor bathtub.
Oh, okay.
So I used to be able to offer it, but I currently don't have
In the
that.
summer.
No, year round, because it would be piping hot water coming out.
Outside.
Yeah, amazing. Just to like lay out in the bathtub and like gaze up at the stars with the crystals.
And sometimes snow around you.
Yes, with
like
the crystals.
Like at a ski lodge or something.
Exactly.
Wow. And do you put crystals in the water?
I do, because water has the ability to amplify and memorize information. So it enhances the experience.
Water is so amazing. I had a waterologist trying to fix the salt generator on my pool, and I never forget. Every time I fill a glass of water, I think of him saying, "Water is very aggressive." It does so many things.
It does. So Dr. Emoto is the one who
did the photographs of it.
Exactly, and he's the one who came up with that that knowledge that water can copy and memorize information. So you could actually bless the water that you're drinking.
That's what they teach you in mind control, which is now called Mind Method. You put your hands around the water and you say, "Please God bless this water," or whatever ritual or prayer you want to say, and this water will heal me, and drink it, and it changes the properties of the water. Your thoughts change the properties of the water. So Emoto is the one that did he freeze the water?
Yes.
And he and his team would concentrate on a bottle of water and like, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you." And then one, "I love you, I love you, I love you." And one, "We're your friends, you're my friend." And then when he photographed them, like with a micro camera or something, the crystals, the ones where they said, "I hate you," were like all red and yellow and all jaggedy. And the love you one was this beautiful crystal, like a mandala snowflake.
Exactly.
And the friendship one, a different crystal. But Earth is so amazing, isn't it?
It really
this
is.
Beautiful planet and all the properties it has.
It really
just blows your mind when you really think about it.
There's a lot of gifts from Mama Earth, and there's a lot of gifts that we get to receive being in these human bodies.
We are spirits in a body. We are vessels for spirit.
100%. So you asked me about these crystals.
Uh-huh.
So this one here, I wasn't sure what it was at first, but I've discovered that it's what's called a timekeeper. And it
Oh.
has these beautiful rainbows in it. I'm just gonna twist it a little bit and see if
Can
you
we
can
see the rainbows?
yeah, see right there? See the rainbow? And rainbows are very powerful.
Yeah.
The rainbow light is extremely healing. So this is what's called a timekeeper. And what that means is it can take you back to time, take you back in time, and it can
Really?
take you forward in time in meditations. Yeah, and it also has fairy dust on it. I don't know if you can see. Here's the fairy
Do you have it
dust.
on your body or be holding it in your
No,
hands during meditation?
well, I like to hold it in my hands, but this one lives on my altar.
Uh-huh.
But I brought it in today specifically for the rainbows because it's kind of a rainy day, and I thought, oh, let's bring some rainbow light into the studio today and just share it with the audience to allow them to feel the frequencies of that rainbow. Now, this one here is very rare, and it's tiny. It's called Ahawite, and the Ahawite is this little blue piece.
Huh.
It's rare because they can't find it on Earth anymore. And the
Wow.
mine that they used to get it from has closed. I actually purchased this piece from my teacher, Hibiscus Moon. And this is called a point, right? So and it also has hematite in it. That's what this darker color is.
Uh-huh.
Hematite is just a very grounding, protective stone, very common, very inexpensive. But the ahawite is very rare. Now, I paid $150
For that
for
tiny
this,
piece. Wow.
and that was a
20
long
years
time
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, 10 years ago probably,
Yeah.
from my teacher. And now, like I said, I don't know what the value would be, but you can't get them. And now, so when I pointed out, the energy from this timekeeper is
Channeled
going
out.
out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. And so then what is that one?
So this one is one of my favorites, and that's why I brought it in. So this one is called watermelon tourmaline, and it's in quartz. So it's
Several different colors.
yeah. So the watermelon tourmaline is the
that-
green and pink. See how
Uh-huh.
it looks
Yeah.
kind of like a watermelon there?
Oh, yeah.
And then this big chunk is just quartz, but what quartz does, and this is called a generator, the shape of it. What quartz does is it amplifies energy, right? So it increases the charge, the frequency of it. Now, this crystal here is best for the lungs. It's really good for healing lungs, anything going on in the
Congestion
lungs, anything. And restore trauma and sorrow in our lungs. And there's also something very unique about this crystal that maybe people don't know is it can act like a walkie-talkie, like
What?
a generator. Yeah, between two people. So the person who gave me this crystal, on occasions when I've picked up the crystal, I've just been able to receive information.
From that person or from any person?
And also, no, from that specific person, or maybe even see a vision
Uh-huh.
of that person. So it's kind of unique that it has that ability. And this was actually a gift. So when we receive a crystal as a gift, and a lot of my students know this already, it amplifies the energy of the crystal by 10.
Wow. Oh, pretty much all of my crystals are gifts.
So that's great. So
Yeah.
yours are amped
Yeah.
up.
I have one like this and didn't know it was a timekeeper. And is it the shape of that or the type of crystal?
No, this is quartz, so it's the shape. So it has to do with how many sides. So this has 5 sides.
I'll have to count the sides.
And also the direction that the side is leaning to, because for a long time I couldn't determine if it was an Isis crystal or a timekeeper. But then when I started seeing these past lives, I knew it was a timekeeper.
Huh. Interesting. I have mine stands up pretty straight and it's in my bathroom with a couple of crystals around it. Geodes. Aren't geodes amazing? They look like these horrible rocks and you crack them open and they're all crystals inside. Are geodes good to have?
They are. They're really fun. They're sparkly. They're the quartz crystal is the most common, and everybody has quartz, right? So it's in your cell phone, it's in your car ignition, it's in your computer. You have some kind. If you wear a watch, which I don't think people wear watches anymore, but if you if you wear a watch, then you have some sort of crystal in there. It could be an emerald, a diamond, it could be a quartz. You've heard of quartz like watches, so that's quartz. It makes everything go.
Isn't it amazing?
Because it keeps perfect time. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfection. And so
Vibrationally.
because it only has one dominant oscillatory rate, whereas the human body has multiple dominant oscillatory rates. And that's why crystal healing works so well, because when you place the crystals on or near a human or even an animal, all of the vibrational frequencies sync up to the highest frequency and bring everything into balance.
Wow. So if people feel out of balance, out of sorts, or have had trauma, they can come to you and get balanced. Do they need several treatments?
Everybody's different and everybody's going through different things. So, I say give it a try. I say think of it like this. Like the battery in your smoke detector at home. You know how you're supposed to change that battery every 6 months?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No wonder they keep chirping.
Exactly, right? So then you want to charge your own internal battery, right? At least I like to do it seasonally because Earth Goddess, right? So every season, our bodies are going through changes, and certainly energy balancing or crystal journey or crystal bath could certainly help.
How long ago did you start your business?
I started my business in 2015. I had just finished my certification, and I was an actress. And I was doing a show, and I made the conscious decision to stop acting and just focus on one thing, because I never found anything that I loved as much as acting until I stumbled across the crystals. And so I just made the conscious decision that I was going to focus on starting my own business. And I started actually with animals.
Doing crystal healings on
Yes.
animals?
So when
did the animal owner really see a difference in the animal?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So basically what happened was, when I was taking my certification, when I got to the chapter on animals, at that time I had this cat named Cuddles. It was my son's cat who had adopted me, but she wouldn't get off my keyboard.
Oh.
When I was trying to
they love that. Anything you're doing,
she would just be like, all the other chapters she was fine, but when it got to the animals, she wouldn't
about me.
She wouldn't move. And then I was up at I think Kapala it was, with my sister, and they had we just went for a random walkthrough, and in the gift shop they had this reader doing crystal reading, so of course I had to sign up for one. And she told me that I was supposed to be an animal crystal healer. So that's sort of how I started.
And how long ago is that?
2015. Yeah, 2015. So then what happened was, my clients were seeing such good results with their animals. They were like, "Oh, well, can you do this for me?" And I said, yes. Because when I started my certification, I had no idea I was going to be working with animals. But I loved it, and I still love working with animals because it's just so much easier. Animals have a different relationship to time.
They have no sense of time, actually. People are like, "Oh, it's 5 o'clock, I have to leave the party, I have to go feed my dog." I'm like, your dog is asleep. Your dog is not like, "Oh, it's 5 o'clock. No.
But you still have to get the permission from the animal, so you have to connect with the animal and get their permission. and they determine how long the session is. Like
Wow.
when they're done, they're done. They just get up and they're done.
Joelle said her dogs are so happy when always happy to see you, always running around and super happy when you leave.
It's so funny because the animals usually know when I'm coming.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, and yeah, so dogs especially, because cats can transmute energy through their purr, and cats are actually healers, right? So cats protect us spiritually, where dogs protect us here on Earth in the 3D realm, you know, in the Matrix. But they have no way to transmute the energy that they absorb from their humans.
Ah, it's important to have a good human teaching their dog because dogs are just like sponges. They just become their owner, and you know, like some dogs get a bad rap because they've got bad owners. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I actually started by working at the Southampton Animal Shelter. I volunteered there. They made me take their course so I could
Yeah.
walk the dogs, and then they let me start working on the animals.
Uh-huh.
And I had some amazing results. I got to work with rabbits and
What,
bun.
no, huh, what's the story with rabbits? What kind of intelligence do they have?
Well,
Because dogs have the intelligence of a 2 or 3-year-old child. They can learn 50 to 100 words.
I'm not too sure what their intelligence is, but their thing is like, you know, they have
soft.
like well, they're very fertile and they
Oh, yeah.
reproduce very quickly,
Yeah.
and they're known for their 28-day cycle. So if you see a rabbit come into your life, it's generally a message that something's going to happen maybe in 28 days.
Really?
And
That's
they're also
interesting.
considered lucky.
Yeah, rabbit's
Yeah.
foot. Unfortunately, the rabbit had to lose their foot. The rabbit wasn't very lucky in that case, unless it was old. Um, do you, so do you? I know one time when you were supposed to do the show, you had a big event to do at a spa in Southampton. Do you do a lot of big events?
I do some private events
Uh-huh.
and some public events, mostly at actually the library, the John Germain Library
Oh,
in
okay.
Sag Harbor. And I do have an event coming up
Okay.
on May 11th. We're going to be making Crystal Mojo bags, so it'll be super fun.
Crystal Mojo bags.
Mhm.
So you're putting crystals in little bags, like groups of crystals?
Yes, yes. Three crystals, no more than three, because otherwise you can get something called crystal chaos,
Oh,
where
okay.
they kind of knock each other.
Vibrationally,
Yeah,
they're
they're
fighting in the bag.
exactly. And then we'll be adding herbs and flowers from my garden.
Lovely. And where do you get your crystals from?
Well, a lot of my crystals, this one came from blooming shells.
Okay.
But all over the world, really, whenever I travel, I like to get crystals. Also, OMO down on the Long Wharf has a very nice selection of crystals now. Earthly Secrets in West Hampton Beach.
Earthly Secrets. And OMO is Open-Hearted Organics.
Yes,
The-
yeah. So
the
Dave has,
CBD store.
yeah, Dave's got some nice crystals in
Yeah.
there. Sometimes I go online. There's a beautiful shop. And she had the same teacher. Ray is her name. She had the same teacher as me, Hibiscus Moon, and I love ordering crystals from Crystal Rock Star.
Do you? Crystal Rock Star.
Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah,
Crystal
it's like
Rock Star, I
all
love
one
that.
word, because there's a few Crystal Rock Stars, and her logo, it's like this black triangle with somebody sitting in lotus, like a white lotus yogi in it.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
I had a question and it just flew out of my mind. There used to be a crystal store on 2nd Avenue in New York way back in the 60s. And it was really kind of dark and dingy. And you walked in and it was just crystals from floor to ceiling, giant ones like that big. And this old lady, I wonder whatever happened to her. But that's where I bought my first crystal.
Oh, and which one
Yeah.
did you get?
A piece of quartz.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I have, so do prisms count as crystals if they're just glass prisms or no?
No.
They
Mm-mm.
don't. But you can
No,
hang
if
them
it's
in your windows
glass,
and have
no.
that rainbow light in
Yes,
your room.
it's beautiful. I love
So
them.
that's
I
what
have
I
I have some of
that's what I
those,
do,
but
yeah.
those aren't considered crystals. No.
Yeah. So, what do you do for fun?
I love to dance. And I'm a skater. I'm a roller skater.
Yay.
Quads, four
You
wheels.
know we love that.
Act-
Roller disco.
Yeah, actually tonight's my skate night. I
Oh.
go over to Greenport.
Uh-huh.
There's a ring there at the VFW.
So when you go to Greenport, do you have a friend that goes with you or you go by yourself? Do you
Mostly,
take two ferries?
yeah, mostly by myself. So I used to go with Charity Joy.
Where does Charity Joy go to?
I'm not sure because
Oh.
she was a skater as well, and we
Yeah.
both lived in Sag Harbor, so we
Right.
would team up. And sometimes people say they want to come, and I love bringing people.
Yeah.
So basically, I get a 10-pack of those round trip tickets on the North Haven,
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
North
Yeah.
Haven Shelter Island ferry, and then I'm good for 10.
Yeah.
And then I park at the South Ferry and walk on to the Greenport Ferry because it's $3 each
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And the roller ring is 500 feet from the ferry slip, so there's no need
Yeah,
to
it's
bring
right
my
up that
car.
street on
Yeah.
on the right.
So
So how
that's
big
what I
is their
do.
floor? Is it as big as is it as big as the big room at LTV?
It's big.
It's big?
It's big.
I should
It's
come.
like
I should come.
yeah, it's good size. It's big.
Huh.
And there's not that many people usually on Wednesday nights because it's 21 and over.
Oh, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And they play good music.
Yeah, and you can request songs.
Okay. And do people still roll around, or do any people know how to do roller disco? Because it breaks my heart when I have friends always sending me videos of the roller rinks where they live, and people are still rolling around like it's organ music to like really great music. And I think, oh, if only a good skate could get a hold of them and teach them how to skate.
Not, I mean, at our ring, so-so. I
Huh.
mean, so-so. There's a wide range of skaters. Some people are just there on a date skating for the
Oh,
first
that's
time.
so sweet. Yeah.
Other people,
Like the old days.
are regulars, and there's, a couple other old school skaters like myself who are
Uh-huh.
rocking out.
Yeah.
But it's just a really wide variety. Some people are just there to work out, to get some exercise.
So what services do you getting back to crystals?
Yeah.
We love roller skating. I could talk about roller skating for years, but anyway. What kind of services do you offer people? Oh, and what is this? What are these things?
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is my 528.
I don't know what
This
that
is
means.
this is a tuning fork.
Do you know my birthday is 5/28?
Oh, so perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love that. So you're a Gemini.
Yeah.
Nice.
5/28.
So 528 is the frequency. So any musician would probably know this, but in crystal healing, this is attuned to the same vibrational frequency as your heart chakra, which is the largest energy tortoise in the body, stretching out 6 feet in every direction. So can I play it? Would it be
Sure.
all right? So just tune into this and
it
just tune
doesn't-
into your
it doesn't-
heart.
It doesn't chip your crystal?
No, it hasn't. This crystal actually came with this.
Okay.
And this crystal's from Mount Shasta.
Oh, love Mount Shasta.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Whoa. Yeah.
So
Oh, do that again.
yeah, here we go. That was a good one. It was really loud. I feel like I have to do one more. Like
Yeah,
3
yeah,
is the
3,
magic
3,
number.
yeah.
I hit my finger.
Judy. Well,
No, it's good.
Four's
That's
foundation.
good. No, 3.
3.
3 is good. Okay, yeah, so this is the 528. So I use this
where do
in
you
my
get a
sessions.
5/28?
I bought this from this psychic. His name was Ted. He had this radio show called Out of This World.
Uh-huh.
And I met him in a seminar that he did in Riverhead, and he was selling these, and I immediately bought one.
I have a bowl that I don't even know what the frequency is, but when I get it really going, it really, for meditation, it just takes you right out. I love the crystal bowls.
I have
They're
2
so
of those.
beautiful.
I love
I
them.
went online to order one, and it was like, I don't know, $190 or something, and I thought, well, maybe not right now, but I do want to get one. I bought one in India. It's metal, but it really has great sound. So where do people find you?
Oh, okay. So I'm at the Shashu House in Watermill.
How do you say that? Shasha Shuban?
Shashu House.
Shasha Shiban?
Yeah. So that's right next to the Parish Art Museum.
Oh, okay, in Watermill. Okay.
Mhm. But I'm also at Wave Wellness, which is
Wave
Wave Wellness, which
Okay.
is on Bay Street.
on Bay Street. Oh,
In
where
Sag
is that?
Harbor.
Where is that on Bay Street?
It's in that building right above the bicycle shop,
Okay.
above the Geek Hampton.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that little complex.
But
Uh-huh.
I have my own healing space,
Okay.
which is on Litho Path. It's called the Barefoot Room.
Okay.
So,
And your
yeah.
information has been coming up under your name, so people that want to email you or call you, well, your phone number's not there, but they should
Great.
email you.
Email's great. I
Yeah.
check it all the time. So.
Okay. Well, I love everything. And
Or you can check my
what's this
website.
little guy?
Okay, so that's a
Oh,
pendulum.
pendulum.
So this is my this is the modality that I use in a crystal healing.
Mhm.
So would you like me to check one of your chakras? Do we
Yeah,
have
we're
ability
winding
to move?
down. We're winding down, so
move?
we'll end with my chakra getting
So which one
checked.
do you want to check?
My heart chakra.
Okay, so let's check your heart chakra.
But
It
in
should
the
be good because we just
meantime, we will say, well, I have my treatment, everyone. We will say thank you for joining us. Definitely contact Deborah and get your vibration all balanced for spring and summer. And thank you so much for coming.
thank you for having me.
And remember, people, give yourself lots of room for love, room for fun, room for love, and room to grow. And you will grow by having yourself healed with crystals. Your vibration will grow and be happy. Okay.